Hi, I'm Selena. Welcome to the CoreFit lifestyle. Come do Pilates with me.
This is a mat Pilates workout intended for flexibility and to make you feel good. So let's begin by thinking long, pushing into the top foot and reaching all the way out to your fingertips. Lifting the bottom waistline to zipper off the floor. Go for length. You're balanced on the side of your pelvis, lifting out of the bottom shoulder and the ribs away from the floor. Focus all your attention on your breathing. And the goal is to keep the pelvis reaching forward as your knee pulls back behind you. We're driving the sit bones down into the ground, reaching up from the crown of the head. The rotation happens at the ribs. Keep the pelvis facing forward and drive the shoulder away from the air so you're wide across the chest. Pick up the bottom waistline, draw the shoulders down into your back. We're as long as we can get at the top, deep breathing, inhale. Stretch. As your hips reach forward so your knee pulls back, feel the separation between the bottom rib and the knee at the top. Deep belly breathing, activating the diaphragm and centering your mind. Lifting long through the crown of the head. Apply pressure against the back of the elbow to get more rotation. Anchoring the shoulders on the mat. Keep the arms down. Set a tone in your abdominal and the opposite shoulder stays anchored on the mat. Knees stay together and move slow. Don't forget to use the breathing down into the lower belly as you go across. Exhale to come back to the center. Keep the opposite shoulder anchored. You can use your hand. Breathe down low into the belly, trying to keep the shoulders pinned down onto the mat as much as possible. Keeping knees down together, pulling feet down into the floor. You can use your eyes to help your body to move deeper into the rotations. On each exhalation, you'll feel a release in the center of your back. Maintaining the shoulders flat on the floor. Keep reaching the knee to the other side of the room. Every time you exhale, you'll feel a little bit more release. both knees pulling down toward the floor, the rotation happening at the ribs. Use your gaze to help to guide you. All of your attention is on your breathing. And just notice what happens in your body on every exhalation. Now, if you have a chair at home, it's a perfect prop. Standard height from the floor. Keep the supporting leg as long as possible. Think of the pelvis lifting to the ceiling. We'll begin by releasing at the ankle. You're reaching as long as possible through both legs, keeping the navel supporting the lower back. Slide the ribs out and lift the chest. Opening up the back of the knees, pulling the ribs down and lifting up through the chest. And we're focused on pulling the tailbone in the opposite direction from the heel, keeping the leg long and stabilizing. Rotation happening at the rib cage. And deep breathing, inhale to come around. We use a support on the outside thigh to keep the armpit facing the ceiling, and feeling the long line from the armpit down to the pelvis. Open the chest on the inhale. Use the supporting leg and the attention on holding support in the base of your body while you move your rib cage. Dropping low through the ribs. Pull the tailbone back. We lean to the opposite side, feeling the long stretch on the outer thigh. Keep the attention on the base, feet all the way up to the pelvis. Keep the legs engaged and move from the ribs. Feel the crown of the head reaching for the ceiling. Pushing the back of the head into the hand ensures you keep the head in line with the shoulders. No pressure on the neck. And as you open, deep breath in. Pull the ribs around. Open the armpit to the ceiling. Use the supporting hand to support. Keep the tailbone pulling away from the top of the chest. Drop into the ribs and now lean into the supporting leg to really feel the opening in the outer thigh. All the bands from the top of the thigh down to the foot. And we move into our pigeon on the mat. Keep reaching the back leg long. See if you can get the shin to line up with the front of your mat. Keep the sit bones reaching to the floor as the ribs lift through the chest. You can push your head into your hands and your hands into your head, equal pressure. And just breathe. You want to keep the knee anchored on the floor. Pull up in your navel to move the ribs into the rotation. Keep pulling the heel closer and closer to the glutes. It's a great way to open up your body and reconnect with it. Just 10 minutes of stretching. We drive the elbows into the top of the chair and pull the shoulders away from the ears, anchoring your back, lifting through the navel, long leg in the back. Maintain your focus on your breathing. Pressing down in the knee, push into the pelvis toward the bent knee, and we start with the rotation. You can use the supporting elbow, pressing the shoulder into the back as you apply pressure in the chair to stabilize. Of course, the navel is holding your back. Feel the ribs dropping. Allow all the weight to fall. Take the pressure off your head. You can rest your head on the chair. Pull the tailbone away from the top of the chest. Supporting the body from the bottom hand. Keep it out of the shoulder. Pull the top arm away from the top leg and keep the arm over the air. See how much you can get by bending the bottom elbow. And steady to come back up, challenging a little bit your core and your stability. Focus on keeping the bottom leg heavy and really reach it. Bend in that bottom elbow. Think of scraping the ceiling as you lift up and come around with control.